The liberals wanted our guns, and they've been taking them. They wanted our internal combustion engines, and they're taking them too. Bud Light? Actually, you can have that one. The libs have even penetrated Ford. But now, according to the New York Post, pizza is bad for the environment? You liberals want to stop pizza?
The New York DEP has drafted new rules to force pizza restaurants to cut emissions by using filters that will negatively alter the taste of pizza and put many smaller restaurants out of business.
Wait, too violent. Hold my beer, which is definitely not a Bud Light, while I go hurt the environment.
Burning up my tires for y'all.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot.
First of all, this channel is all about Mustangs, motorcycles, and man stuff. If you like those things, stick around by hitting that subscribe. And speaking of the channel, I have huge news, and I hope that you'll be happy about it and support your boy. We are officially rebranding the channel to something more exciting and new. Your channel will still be about Mustangs, motorcycles, and man stuff, but I want to start doing some exotic motorcycle content and, God willing, amping up the quality with documentaries, more man stuff, and more content in general. So right here, right now, premiering for the first time ever, I'm sharing our new name and new work in progress intro with you, the Rated R Cars fam, right here. That's right, boys and girls, henceforth we shall be known as Ducati Diaries. Big thanks to my friend Antonio for that name and ideas. We're actually completely overhauling the intro, so don't get too attached to the one I just showed you, but you get the picture. Please stay tuned as we transition, and again, I hope you support your boy. We're still doing the Mustang thing and even amping it up, but we're adding some new and exciting content to boot. On to the news. It's true, I am canceling my 2024 Mustang GT order. I'm going to get to the sad news as to why, and why you may want to do the same, but first let's look at some good news. Ford's GT4, a hot track car settling in between Ford's GT3 race car and the upcoming Dark Horse R, which is coming in a little bit higher in performance than the Dark Horse, which is coming in at higher performance than the standard Mustang GT. Wow, we have a lot of tiers here, Ford. Nothing wrong with that. The GT4, not nearly as racy as the GT3, looks more like a stripped down Dark Horse with some bolt-ons and a tune. The GT4 is adorned with natural fiber composite panels for weight savings and a crazy paint job slapped on for good measure that'll likely add 20 horsepower alone. Not sure if that paint job's going to be optional when you order the car, but we think it looks pretty cool. That big old surfboard on the back could rival my 2017 Subaru STI. I mean, dang, that's big. Noting aero up front, including dive planes, which at that size, do they really add much downforce? They do seem small, but I know Ford Performance knows what they're doing and they'll deliver. Inside is appropriately stripped bare with a roll cage, Recaros, pneumatic paddle shifters, and Xbox controller steering yoke, which literally looks like you could whip it out and slay your enemies in a game of Call of Duty. I mean, seriously, it's a gamepad. An electronic dash that is not two iPads duct taped together, which is a bonus, and a slew of cool buttons, switches, and knobs that make you feel cool because, well, buttons, switches, and knobs. So, two concerns for this one. Firstly, how does this fare against the much sleeker GT350R? And if the Dark Horse Premium is $64,000 and the Dark Horse R will likely be in the 70s, will the GT3 be in the 80s, the 90s, higher in price? Kinda high for a non-Shelby, which has the added benefit of the Shelby looks, not to mention that screaming voodoo engine. Just saying. However, I am excited to learn more. As you know, I have had my GT350 on track, and it's an absolute boss, and I hope the GT4 can hang. We'll report with pricing as soon as it becomes available, so keep it locked into Rated R Cars, I mean Ducati Diaries. Chatting about an article from the Epic Hot Cars website, they rendered a 2024 Bullitt in all its glory here. Yep, you know what? Yeah, no. Let's let the Bullitt sit this one out. Don't get me wrong, this render looks good and accurate, and I like the look of this Bullitt. I think it's really sleek here, but I want something different. I do like these exciting packages though, but Ford, let's give the Bullitt and the Mach-1 a vacation, and let's see something else. Okay, so it's true, I canceled my 2024 Mustang order, and I did get a full refund for the $1,000 down payment, so good on you, Ford, for that. So Ford Ford's been leading me on here. They were updating this order page every week or two and stringing me along, keeping my car in production for delivery on June 8th. They said, and I quote, "Your order is being manufactured at one of our factories. This can take a few days. When you have a moment, try out the link for your window sticker that is now available lower on the page." I had my window sticker here, so I genuinely believed this to be true, despite knowing that at least some cars were being delayed. I thought Jim Farley was actually tired of being slapped by me, so he prioritized my car. Well, it wasn't true. It takes a big man to admit that he's wrong. I am not a big man, because today is July 12th and it's still being manufactured. Ford, what are you gluing this car together molecule by molecule? On a serious note, I don't appreciate this lack of communication. So all this waiting has got me to thinking. This car is going to cost me over $70,000 out the door with tax, and on top of that, Connecticut's luxury tax, which I didn't have to pay on my similarly spec'd 2018 GT, which was right under the $50,000 mark. Thanks a lot, Ford, for the price hike. And on top of that, with Connecticut's lovely property tax, where I'd have to pay another at least $5,000 in cash up front when I register the car. This car is over $70,000 for a Mustang GT. So my friend was like, "Are you serious? Is this car worth over $70,000? Especially when I have to deal with this IMAX screen right here they designed for teenagers?" No, my friend was right. I don't think the car is worth it, especially when Ford can't even give me any kind of update on their timing. Ford, one of the key pillars of a relationship is communication. You might have missed the memo. In Ford's defense, now at least, on their main website, they give you this message: due to a combination of high demand and global supply chain constraints, not all models and trims or features are available to order. Contact your dealer for available inventory, stock, or future availability. Well, guess what? My dealer doesn't know diddly. Again, Ford, communication. Anyway, what does this message even mean? How does that impact my order I already made an eternity ago in March? Why does my car still say it's being manufactured? Is it almost done? Has it even been really reserved? I wouldn't know because Ford didn't communicate it to me. Anyway, I'm not trying to be negative here, but I think Ford is botching this launch, and a little communication could remedy that. You mean to tell me you don't have supply chain computers that can simply look at orders and forecast a delivery date, or at least tell me what the holdup is? Is it the rims? Can I replace them to move things along? Is it the paint I chose? I'll go with another color. Is it something else I can change? Have I said something wrong? Did I slap you too many times, Jim? Is that what this is about? I'm sorry. There it is. I said it. Sorry, not sorry. Now, on a positive note, I do want to give Ford kudos for being smart in addressing any issues ahead of time, body panel gaps, etc., before they release the cars and then have to recall them. Good job, Ford. Case in point, my 2018 Mustang GT blew up due to a bad high-pressure fuel pump, and that may have been avoided if they had held on longer before releasing the car. My bad for getting a first model year car, but as a YouTuber, I do take those risks for the rated R cars or moving forward Ducati Diaries family. So sadly, and after a great introspection, I canceled my 2024 Mustang order. What does the future hold? That's in God's hands. Maybe I'll get a base model and mod it. Maybe we'll get another S550 that doesn't have a big screen TV for a dash. Maybe we'll check out the GT4, who knows? But one thing is for sure, we're going to be all over the Mustang content, even after our name change to Ducati Diaries, so please hang tight with your dude. I'm not abandoning the OGs who have been with me for 5 years. Love you guys. And I hope you're as excited as I am for the channel update. And if you are, and if you made it this far into the video, please comment with the secret code phrase, "I stand with you, Brian," for a shout out in my next news video. And until then, always remember the motto, always be kinder than necessary, and I will see you in the next one. I love you guys. You guys are like the Mustang GTs of my life. And I mean the S550s, not the S650s. You know what I mean.